senior advisor at America First Legal, Ian Pryor, along with visiting fellow at the Independent Women's Forum and former press secretary at the Department of Ed, Angela Morabito, and former Trump campaign national press secretary and former White House principal deputy press secretary Hogan Gidley. I appreciate you all coming on. Ian, I want to start with you legally. We just heard our correspondent Mike Carter say it's going to take Congress. Take us through this executive order and what can actually be dismantled with it.
Well, there are a lot of functions at the Department of Education that do not have to be with the Department of Education. For example, Pell Grants. I know they said it's going to stay with the Department of Education, but that could theoretically be moved to the Treasury Department. Title I funding, school lunches, that could be moved to HHS. And of course, the Office of Civil Rights could be moved back to the Department of Justice, which is where it was traditionally before there was a memorandum of understanding signed between the Department of Justice and the Department of Education. So what you have is a lot of these functions that are housed in the Department of Education, but there's nothing that requires them to do so. So one way that you can start to dismantle the department is to start moving those functions to different departments, and then you're left with sort of this rump agency that really has no purpose.